Hey, everybody. Welcome back. We're jumping in today with Captain Winters, Roland Winters. As you remember, we picked up with him a little while back just to basically say that this was our best shot at getting into shattered space. And just so happens we are right. Our young person, Miss Andreja, has already hit us with locating her friends. And we are, first up, looking for Aaron Bascom. So, this is our mad dash to shattered space. We did update his face a little bit. He does have a tattoo now and a better beard. Where's his glasses? Did I decide to... Oh, I was going to... Nope. God dang it. I don't know how to do this anymore. Don't tell me I got rid... Oh, they are on. Okay. They just no longer show. All right. She does walk funny. There's a mod out for her walk. I should get it to see if it changes anything. But she does walk funny. What I don't understand is if she has, the female, her tag to her, you would think, why don't you just put her walk as number 2, right? And then everyone else's, that has any other kind of tag at number 1, more generic. Maybe we'll see a mod that changes that. All right, well, actually, we can, right from here, there it is, Mass Transit Station. I've gotten lazy. All right, let's get on over there. Now, she's locked in as our follower, so once they lock in, you can't have any others. Excuse me. Man, it is absolutely, that is the case. When I start talking, all of a sudden, my throat or my voice just decides we no longer want to work. Basically, it's saying, however many years we've worked for you before is enough. So the question is, it's just my body's way of telling me you talk too much.
Ranger.
You hear what they call me? Ranger.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Consider it done.
All right, man. Appreciate it. All right, so as you guys may remember, we are sporting the Star Eagle. With some modifications, of course. As a matter of fact, it's funny, I was actually thinking I could make it sleeker. Alright, so Heading back to Aquila. We're not gonna let ourselves get sidetracked as we just once Shattered Space kicks off, then maybe we can do side stuff and everything, but we're really gonna just stay focused on Andreja and getting everything that we need done to keep that one going. Now, what's funny is this one right here, this mission regrets, is interesting.
Where am I?
Oh.
Hello?
Oh.
Are you there?
Yeah, but I'll come back for you, man. I can't. If you're still there when we come back for you. Well, that's Benjamin Dune. In all honesty, I don't know how the game would react with us, you know what I mean? Because he doesn't really fit the categories as a follower or anything like that. And right now we are locked in with Andreja, who in her own right doesn't seem to, oh, there she is. But to say, she's not seeming to follow very well. So oh, dang it.
He is not here. I am disappointed, but relieved somehow.
Maybe we should try somewhere else.
No. This is the only place he would be. I know him well enough to know that.
Anyone else we can talk to?
Someone here must know more. We should inquire about him.
Will do. Okay, this is something I forgot about. I was trying to download an update to the engineering outfit, and it's incompatible with, I believe, the Zone's beautiful body. Right? It's not compatible with something, and you can see what it's doing. We're going to ignore it for right now, and then I'll have to remember to disable that mod. And I keep forgetting. And then because I don't use that outfit, you know, it's only in when you come across someone who's actually wearing it. And yeah, this is the engineering one.
Credits, spend them with Ethan. Or Ethan handles all the orders.
Well, I'm looking for Aaron Bascom.
You ain't here looking for Aaron.
Oh, how you gonna tell me what I'm
She
doing?
is.
Hello, Aggie. I was unsure whether you would remember me. It has been a long time.
I ain't likely to forget you anytime soon.
Don't worry about her. You're dealing with me right now.
Don't try to play tough with me. I ain't got the time or the patience
I
for
can-
it.
I don't
She
need to
didn't ruin
play.
Aaron's life enough the
I'm
first
more than
time.
willing to smack you
Back
upside the
for
head.
more.
Ruined his life? How dare
Yeah, you don't talk.
Did she tell you what she did to him? How she left him bleeding on some godforsaken rock in the middle of nowhere?
Spare me the righteous indignation act. You weren't there. You don't know what happened.
Ah, sure. You didn't have to look at him all this time. Aaron sat in that corner for years, scared of his own shadow, convinced the damned zealots were coming back to finish the job. The few credits he had to rub together that didn't get spent on drink, he spent on setting himself up someplace where they couldn't find him. Wouldn't trust anyone that walked through the door. Only ever talked to me when he was drunk enough.
Clearly. You care about them. We do too. So get off your soapbox and
If either of you cared, you wouldn't just be showing up now. Aaron ain't been in here for almost a year now. Showed up one day saying he'd gone and got himself set up on Hyla 2, thanking me for letting him stay here so often. It was the closest I'd seen him to happy in I don't know how long. And that was it. Never came through the door again.
Did he ever mention me?
You mean, did he blame you? That's what you want to know. I know guilt when I see it. Don't try and deny it.
Fine. Did he blame me?
No. Believed you were one of the good ones, right up until the last time I talked to him. Me? I don't think your kind has good ones.
My kind?
ooh, those are fighting words.
I know what you are. You take your holier-than-thou bullshit and your great serpent and shove them.
You dare insult me like this when I have come to you asking for help. I should kill you.
I should let her. This isn't what Aaron would want.
You're right. We should focus on finding him.
Well, this has been so much fun.
Oh, I just saved your life.
You see Aaron, you tell him I got a bottle of his favorite stashed away if he ever shows up again. But honestly, I'm hoping he doesn't.
Gosh darn it. Let's talk to her.
We have something to go on at least. I am grateful that you showed some compassion, despite that woman's attitude. I do not have your patience.
Rumor has it if I don't stay on your good side, I'm liable to lose a body part.
It just seemed like the right
Believing
thing to
everything
say.
you hear about me, Nash. Most of
You are
maybe not that
more
much.
diplomatic than I would be. One more reason I am glad to have you with me. I am eager to reach Hyla 2 and speak to Aaron.
Well, you've proved your worth, so I might
Perhaps there is something we can do to help him,
as long as you don't go getting too much.
provide him a sense of safety.
Not a chance.
Okay. Let's do it.
We will speak again.
Yeah. Oh, you can count on it. All right. Why are we doing it that way? Well, we're trying to avoid young Mr. Benjamin Dune. As much as we want to bring him on board, right now is not the right time. I believe this is where we're trying to get to. Here's what's funny is I'm sitting here and my son's in the other room playing a game, and all I hear is him screaming, and it's like, dude, what are you doing? Just screaming up a storm. Like, child, CPS is gonna be here any minute. Oh, funny. All right. One interesting side note, real quick. So, enroll your own start, right? This is actually one of the places you can choose to start out at. I don't recommend that you do, simply because, and it does tell you, and that's the key, right? It does tell you that be careful where you choose your starting location, simply because if you aren't sure and you end up starting someplace that's actually part of a quest, right? It could put you there, and it could put you there sooner than you should, where not all parties have, spawned correctly or at that point in the game. And so we did go here. We did do a start right here, and of course, it spawned us there. No suit, no weapons, and the zealots were there at Aaron's camp. So it was very interesting. So it was a very interesting start. But one of the things that I accidentally did was in looting his house,
Beginning landing cycle.
I did take a slate that was part of this particular quest line here, and I was like, God dang it. Because I shouldn't.
Greetings, Captain.
Hey, what's up, Pascal? Alright.
We should be on our guard here. If we could detect the camp from orbit, it means others could too. And I have no idea what fortifications he may have. When we arrive, would you let me speak to him first? I think that is important right now.
I'll let you do the talking.
Thank you. From what Aggie said, it sounds like he has been rather paranoid for years now. That, too, I fear, is my fault. Let us proceed slowly and carefully. I do not want to antagonize him.
Uh-oh, a lot of blips on the screen. Why do I hear gunshots? Andreja. This is my character right now. This one right here. This guy. Andreja is my favorite character. Alright, now go. Go on. Sorry about that, guys. My son wanted some cookies. And he wanted to know who was my favorite character. Holy cow, what in the world is that? A hunting sail gator. Oh shoot. Hey, come on now. Hey. That was my bad. So imagine coming up here. No armor, you know, no suit, no helmet, no boost pack, no weapon. Are you kidding me? Well, serves them right. Can't believe I'm gonna have to kill a terrible one for them. Why are there animals? They brought their pets with them. What? This weapon. Is there another Terramora? Guys, there's another Terramora. And he is screaming again. Terramorph just die? It is just funny. Like, did you think you were just gonna get up? Trying to run away. Run away. My gun is OP, that's it. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Alright, so you want to see even more OP guns? This is my overcharged. I don't know that I have anybody to actually use it on. Still good. More. I know there's more stuff upstairs. I just have to go find. I'm trying to loot everything first. Yeah, baby. Like, when are you channeling Austin Powers?
I thought I saw something.
Okay.
I need to be sure.
All right. Oh. Hidden treasure. Don't. You kidding me? Don't do me like this. Alright, I ain't mad at it. Upstairs. Alright, nobody up here. Do we want to go after the contraband? So we want this for sure. Alright, I know the last few years have been tough. I know you think we should just hide away from the world, but I can't do that. We lost so many good people, and the monsters that are responsible are still out there. Their fake serpent god won't punish them for what they did, but someone has to, so it's going to be me. I've joined the UC Vanguard. I know you tell me that's risky with our past, but it turns out it's not a problem. Remember how we used to joke about the den being so lax about patrolling? Turns out that works for their background checks too. And now, when I find these zealots, I'll have the UC backing me up. They're not getting away. Once I've got my hands on them, we can find out if they've heard of this Tomasar Kadik you mentioned. I'll send word when it's over. Jada. And see it, and I think what I did when I did the opening is that I accidentally picked up that slate. And it's like, oh man, because you don't know how it's going to impact this point in the game, right? You've already picked it up. You've already seen it, read it. Is the game going to put it back? So, when you spawn in again, it can, basically treat it as though you never got here before. And to be honest with you, I just don't think it would. All right. Well, gotta get the bread, right? I don't know that we need food anymore. I haven't gotten an update in a while now. Since removing TN's out in the blackness, I haven't gotten any updates saying your crew members have eaten X amount of food, So I don't know that that's actually anything to be worried about right now. We gotta find where she I didn't know it was up that way. Is it up that way? Sure is.
I don't know what to say. I thought there would be a chance to speak to him. To make amends. Or at least to hear him curse me for leaving him. I was prepared to accept that. I did not think I would find him like this. At least these vermin didn't get him. He's been gone for... Oh, clearly it's been some time.
Who buried him?
Look around. There will be correspondence from Jada Wong. I am sure of it. This cannot all be for nothing. You found something. Please, let me see it. I should have guessed. Jada was always the one to run towards trouble. Of course she would still be doing it now. In her own way.
She must be pretty determined.
She has been for as long as I have known her. Jada was younger than some of the other smugglers we contracted. There was concern she would be unreliable. As time went on, we called on her more and more often, eventually relying on her almost exclusively. She was sharp, a skilled pilot, and very, very determined. Always talking about her big plans for retirement, how she would live like a queen. I am not surprised that she would desire revenge. But to go this far, we need to find her. But before we go, I've discovered something else, and I do not know what to make of it. Aaron was composing a reply to Jada, but never sent it. It reads as if he was expecting the Zealots to find him. That they knew where to look for him.
You think he knows something that we don't?
Clearly he had become paranoid, but that does not mean he was wrong. What bothers me, though, is that he mentions a name he should not know. Tomisar Kadik.
You know that name, right?
Yes, I do. For all of my assignments in the settled systems, Tomisar has been my link to House Baroon. From him, I have received my orders, and he is the person to whom I have reported my success. He does not work with anyone outside House Baroon, and I am the only one who knows how and where to find him. Aaron should never have heard of him.
That is explaining some stuff that I just thought about. I'm exhausted. We need to rest. Sounds like someone hasn't been telling you everything.
Perhaps. He could have reached out directly, but that would be a surprising breach of protocol. We must first make sure that Jada is safe, and perhaps she will be able to shed light on this. Let us head for the den.
Okay. I need to take a nap. Normally, I'd go in, there's a cave area. Normally I'd go and check that out too. There's just a bunch of scrap in there. But we'll just head on over to the den. Luckily they put a cot in there for me. But there's a storyline.
Either she is here, or someone will know where we can
And it's
find
pretty
her.
shady.
She is still
Pretty shady and questionable, but it does, if I'm not mistaken, it does involve House Kadik. So it's kind of making sense if Tomisar is a problem.
I trust you have slept well.
Yeah. Alright, let me, well, some stew and some tea. Alright, where is, hey,
I know we're not a priority. If you see anything unusual or illegal, make sure you report it. Vanguard. Huang? Really? There are at least 3 other pilots based out of here I'd expect to receive complaints about first. Before we get started, I have to inform you there's a formal review process for the Vanguard, so don't expect any action for a while. Okay? Now, what is the nature of your complaint?
It's urgent that I find her as soon as possible.
Okay, as long as there's no problem. Jada isn't here. Hasn't been here in a while. In fact, she's following up on some sensitive information. I'm not sure I should disclose any more than that.
What if I said I already know she's hunting down Vroom Zealots?
Then I'd probably just be wondering how you have any information at all. And I might even be more concerned about your intentions.
Look, I know what she's after. I have information that'll help her.
It's not something I can just blurt out.
Yeah, it is. I've got a narrow window here. Time's a waste.
Yeah, okay, I get it. I suppose it's not the end of the world. Jada came in a bit ago, all fired up over some hot lead. She's been focused on Zealots ever since she was assigned here, but this was a whole other level. She was headed out to Groombridge to track them down. Never seen her so fixated. And if you know Jada, that's saying something. If you're headed out that way, be careful. Wouldn't surprise me if she's getting into all kinds of trouble.
Well, then we best hurry.
Fly safe.
Yeah, we try. All right, Groombridge.
We're unlatched. Free and clear.
We're using up a lot of fuel. Even though it's not telling us that we're using a lot of fuel.
No matter how many times we jump, it never gets old.
Unidentified ship. You are not authorized to be here. State your business. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
I need to talk to you in person.
I don't know you, and we don't have anything to talk about. You are interfering with an official Vanguard operation, so I'm going to need you to vacate this orbit immediately. Shit! I've got multiple ships inbound. Too late to run. Sure hope you're prepared for a fight. Clear. I'm sure not going anywhere for a while. So why don't you tell me what the hell you think you're doing, showing up here now?
You know, saying thanks for saving your butt would be nice.
You think I didn't know what I was getting into? I've been tracking these monsters for months, waiting for a chance to hit them. Look, my grav drive is fried. I need time to repair, if I can even manage it. You didn't take the opportunity to blow me up. So either that's not your goal, or you're playing some long game. You want to explain yourself? I can't stop you from coming over here. But I'm gonna be armed, and it's gonna be aimed at her head. Just so we're all clear.
Wait, I never said it. Andreja was here with me. How'd you just jump to that conclusion? Where are you?
If you are free soon, could we talk?
We can, but I think we had other matters to take care of right now.
Never would I have imagined to encounter something like these Starborn. Now I feel that rather than having answers, we only have more questions.
You know, we try to tell anyone. They just call us crazy.
After all that we have seen, I am not sure that we are not. Regardless of how impossible they may have seemed before now, I must say that I do not like being threatened by anyone.
They're trying to scare us away from something. That's obvious.
If so, what would that be? Clearly, these Starborn are connected to the artifacts, which would mean that they are also connected to that temple you found. Did they make these things? Have they appropriated them? This all implies there is something more, something we do not yet understand.
Things just got more complicated.
I was just getting used to how complicated they already were. We will need to be on our guard from now on. They seem to know much about us. Perhaps we can learn more about them to make it even. Whether we learn more or not, I now have a difficult decision to make. I must decide whether to report this to House Barun.
Maybe we should wait until we know a little bit more?
Yes, perhaps that is for the best. I would not wish to send them information now that turns out to be incorrect later. I do appreciate that I can trust you with this. It is good to have someone to talk to.
I want to say this one, you know. I do. You know, and I will. You know, my consulting fee is going to go up after this.
Then I shall be sure and acquire enough credits to continue soliciting
Oh, you
advice.
can solicit.
We should return to our search then. There's still so much to do.
You solicit all you want.
How can you possibly show your face?
I am glad to see that you are safe, Jada. I am sorry if this is difficult for you.
Difficult? Are you serious right now? You set us up, killed my friends, and then a decade later you show up like nothing happened? Have you lost your mind?
Set you up? I was not behind that.
Cousin It's now standing in front of me. What happened?
We were all attacked.
Don't bullshit me. Not now. And who the hell are you? Her backup dancer?
Just call me Pip. One of. We're just here to talk. That's all.
Yeah? Well, we're talking. How do you think that's going so far? What are you doing here with her? You don't look like Varun to me.
Andreja was worried about you.
Worried? Worried she hadn't finished me off, maybe. I knew it was only a matter of time.
What are you talking about? I have never acted against you.
You know, for a while I told myself it was a coincidence that you disappeared once the shooting started. That you were long gone when the dust settled. Told myself, no, it couldn't possibly be her. Not after all those years we spent working together. We're friends. So I went after the Zealots. And then I found out the truth. Your damned High Council. They knew.
One of.
Told the Zealots where to find us.
That's not true. That cannot be true.
Oh, it is.
How? How do you know this? If you have proof, I need to see it right now.
You don't get to demand anything of me, Andreja. I know what I've seen!
Hey, you were working with House Varun. Why would they want to kill you?
Because we were a loose end! We knew things. Locations, names. They never trusted us. We were just a mess that needed
You were a
cleaning up.
traitor, is what you were. Alright, if you're so sure of this, then let's see the proof. Convince me. Convince us.
I don't have... It doesn't work like that. I've put things together over the years. Slates, communications, interrogations.
A name, Jada. Give me a name. You must have heard one by now.
Tomasar Kadik. That's the bastard from the High Council who's been helping the Zealots.
And did you hear this from Aaron?
Aaron? What? No, I haven't talked to him in a year. What do you know about it?
Jada, I swear on the Serpent himself, I would never betray you. I need time to make this right. Can we go somewhere and talk?
I am not giving up on this. I've tracked them this far, and I'm going to see this through. You want your proof? Well, they have it.
So, you think you've won, do you?
That's him! That's the bastard responsible for the ambush! If you're not lying to me, then you better help me take him down. Otherwise, I'll just have to destroy you both. Get back to your ship!
I smile today in the knowledge that the Great Serpent has truly blessed my ship and my crew. Why else would he have delivered the trace of our courage years ago? The awful that is neither righteous justice. Pathetic high council who betrayed the charge laid upon them by the Great Serpent.
Can't dock. Is he still talking after he's done blowed up? Is this like, is that crazy? That after being blowed up, he's still talking? Are we done? Oh, sorry. Oops. Oopsies. All right, let's see. Okay, so we gotta talk to Andreja.
Everything's 5 by 5, Captain.
Yep, 5 by 5.
Ahoy, Captain.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can people?
Hey, Captain.
I do not understand.
Sam.
It cannot be possible that the High Council would betray us like that. He must have been lying.
So let's go ask.
Something about this does not feel right. This message. The code at the bottom. I have seen this before. I know where we need to go. I must explain. House Varun values secrecy above nearly all else. Those of us sent out into the settled systems, we cannot return.
I'm sure they'd make an exception to clear this up.
No, you do not understand. When we are assigned a mission, we are taken to a point outside of House Varun's domain. We do not jump ourselves. We are never given the coordinates for Varun Kai, our homeworld. We literally cannot return. Only a select few are ever trusted with that knowledge. I can never go home. Unless I am permitted.
Must be some other way.
Perhaps there is. I cannot travel to my home, but I can reach out another way. But it means putting you in danger in a way you have not been before.
Really? I've been facing down
I cannot
terramorphs.
say for certain what will happen.
We just faced 2 of them. Look, I signed on for this no matter what.
Thank you. That means a great deal. There is an old derelict star station where I may get answers. I know that seems vague. It will become clear when we arrive.
All right. Nice outfit. Hey,
Good to see
yeah,
you
good to
again.
see you, Doc. Let's not run into her ship again. She start, No, wait. Okay. Okay. Everybody saw that. Everybody saw that. When we jumped to here, it said it was going to take about 30 units of fuel. We had over half a tank. And now all of a sudden, we don't even have enough fuel. We don't have any fuel. It's unfortunate because Real Fuel is a paid mod, but I am gonna look for some other fuel mod that just to see if the calculation works better. Don't get me wrong, I do like the fact that we have to use fuel. I do like the fact that we run out. I just don't like how inaccurate it is. And it just so... I just can't... It's just completely unsatisfactory for me. So it's like, no, there's gotta be something better. I'll keep you guys posted. Now, what's funny is I've come across this guy, this station, a few times, just
Follow
on my
me.
own.
I will say again, there is danger for you here, likely for us both.
Do not leave me behind.
I need you to trust me. These stations were built by the United Colonies during the Serpent's Crusade. They were abandoned when peace was brokered. They are an excellent place to hide in plain sight.
Okay, hold on. Positron battery. All right.
Before we go any further, I cannot stress this enough. Keep your weapons at your side. Do not make any sudden moves. Do nothing to appear hostile.
All right, I trust you.
Thank you. Please give me a
All right.
moment.
Do you think? I'm going to try to remember when we do eventually get to what I think is actually related to this, to bring it up and point it out. Like, hey, look at this. This kind of makes sense about what's going on.
I am not the one who needs to explain himself, Commissar.
This is very unlike you. Almost insubordinate.
I know what you have done. The messages you sent.
You are not making any sense. Of course I send you messages. That is how this works. That is how it has always worked.
Not to me. To the zealots. To the fanatics who murdered my friends, who tried to murder me.
You must be mistaken. Or perhaps confused. Nothing like that has ever happened.
Enough! I have the transcripts, Commissar. You did this. You told them where to find us.
You in trouble?
Now, let's just take a moment. No one wants to make accusations they might regret. You are from that Constellation group. I've heard all about you. You have turned her against me, filled her head with lies. This will not be allowed to stand.
Sounds like you're the one that's been lying to her.
You know nothing of it!
I said enough! This is between you and me.
This has gone far enough. Talk some sense into her at once. Neither of you would dare lift a finger against me. Against House Varun.
You think you can just keep lying?
I have already said this is a misunderstanding.
Maybe you should try to be a little bit more honest. That might help things out a little bit.
But I am. If you let Andreja hurt me, I am her only link to the High Council. To House Varun.
Well, I have a little
Without
foresight
me,
that tells me
you must
that's
make her
not really
listen to
true.
reason.
He is responsible. He deserves to die.
Did you not hear me? You do this, you lose everything.
I heard you. I know what it costs me. But he deserves it. Does he not?
Isn't there some other way?
I do not know. Maybe. Maybe if the High Council sees what he has done.
Show the council. Let them deal with him.
Fine. Consider yourself fortunate. You get to live.
This is not over. The High Council will hear of your treason.
Perhaps they will hear of your actions as well, Tomisar. Think on that. Come. Let us leave this place.
Hold on, no.
Wish to return to the lodge.
You think you will leave here unharmed?
Are you threatening? You threatening somebody? Ooh, okay. He like throwing away. He's still throwing around threats. He doesn't understand that his life was like, seriously, like an inch and a half away from done. You okay?
What is it?
All right, no, that's all right.
Very good.
Hold on. I got a feeling he won't be needing all of this. So might as well just take it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you were trying to hide some double away. Seriously. Yeah, I'm like the biggest bully. Those things never done anything to me yet. Here I am. Back in the saddle again. Okay. I'm gonna go down this way. Why? Because there's good loots to be had. God dang it. All this contraband. Alright, you know what's gonna happen. We have to accompany Andreja back to the lodge. Which means we have to do a little...
Good day, Capt.
detour. awfully close to Crix. Alright, we need to get over here. Oh. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We need to get to there. And over to the den. 103 units of fuel. Get there. 104 if we round up. Now 700 units minus 104 should leave about 600.
I wish I knew who I ticked off to get this assignment.
Need some work done?
Hold on a sec. So, I'm even going to give us a benefit of the doubt. We had about 600 units of fuel. Now we have less than half. And it said it was only going to take 100.
We're asking everyone to take care of any legion. We'll have it fueled for you in no time.
So, again, like I said, it's more, oh shoot. It's just becoming more of a just an annoyance, and the fact that it's wrong, so wrong, all the, the majority of the time. Oh dang, they were waiting for us. Got that one perfect shot. Look, Trader Highland.
Have a tight itinerary today, so I'd ask you to keep haggling to a minimum. Plenty on offer, if your credits are good.
Oh, so you got resources. Any helium? Nope. And what are you willing to buy off of us? Oh. Oh, you got no money. You got no money, man. How many of these do I have? Wait. Total cost. What am I looking at that? Oh. I'm looking at the value per mass instead of the actual. Yeah. Yeah, that was my bad. All right. Andreja. All right, let's see if our polyamory, polyamory, poly something mod is gonna work. We have to walk her to her room. Why is everybody's door open? Come on now, we want some privacy. This so we can talk privately.
Thank you for coming back here with me. I fear that after all that has happened, I am unsure of my place in House Varun. This room may now be the only place I have left to go
You always
home.
have a place with me. Whatever happens next, we'll face it together.
It is reassuring to hear you say that. But still, I do not know how to live without some connection to House Varun. The Great Serpent has always been a guiding force in my life. The force that drives all that I do. What if I have lost that?
So your connection to the Great House or Great Serpent, it was never through Thomasar, not one person. It's still there. It's inside you.
Yes, that is true. Whatever else has happened or will happen, the Great Serpent still holds a purpose for me. You have been by my side through all of this. The most turbulent time in my life.
Maybe not.
And you have supported me, faithfully. I have never been able to count on any single person the way I have with you. If I am repeating myself, you will have to forgive me. I cannot overstate what it means to me.
Hey, I'm always going to be here for you. You know I love you.
Well, that is... I am sorry. I need a moment.
She about to let me down easy?
I admit this is a surprise. I did not quite realize you felt this way about me. But if you mean it, my feelings are not so different from yours. We must be clear on one thing from the very beginning.
Selfish much?
I do not share. If you are mine, then you are mine alone. No one else will come
What about my
between
harem?
us. If that is not a commitment you are willing to make, I understand, but I will not compromise.
Are you sure this is what you want?
Oh, I am quite certain. Do not doubt my intent.
Well, then I'm all yours, for as long as you want me.
Then truly nothing can stop us. We will be a force to be reckoned with. You have brought a joy to my life that I could not have imagined, and could never have expected. With you at my side, love, I look forward to everything that comes next. I have been thinking about us as a couple? I am not sure of the terminology. Our relationship, let us say.
It's pretty wonderful, isn't it?
It is. And I am thankful for you every
It's only
day.
been about 5 minutes.
You and I, we come from such
Oh my
different
gosh.
backgrounds.
5 minutes in.
I cannot really know all that you have been through, and you are not House Baroon.
I'm not. We each bring something unique to the relationship. That's a good thing. You'll see.
I am not suggesting otherwise. This does not work if I am not honest, if I will not speak plainly what is on my mind. As much as I love you, and I do, I cannot help but wonder what the future holds for us, given all that I know to be
You knew
true.
a lot of things to be true, and they weren't. So you can't say the thing that you're thinking right now is going to be true as well. We may not have all the same beliefs, but I think we can make this work.
I would very much like to believe that, and yet, when the Great Serpent returns, I know I will be by his side as one of the promised. But you are not like me. You are not House Baroon. Your fate, as much as it pains me, is sealed. I have tried to not worry myself over it, but I cannot stop thinking about it. What future can we have if that is the inevitable end?
Look, a million different things could happen tomorrow. Can we be thankful for today at least? All right?
You understand, this is different. It is not what might happen, but what will happen. I have never expected you to share my beliefs. You cannot possibly. And I will not fault you for that. I do want to be with you, but there are moments I find myself grieving for you already, knowing that you will be lost. How can I possibly move past this?
Because we both could be dead long before this Great Serpent ever returns. Is it supposed to happen in your lifetime? What's the alternative? We pretend we don't feel this way about each other?
I could not possibly do that. I see what you are saying.
We need to enjoy the time that we have together right now. Not worry about what is going to come later.
It would be foolish to do anything else, I suppose. You are so good at putting things into perspective. I just hate to think of anything coming between us.
Well, there's
whether
Sarah.
now or in the future. But you are right. I need to focus on what is in front of me now. Not something I have no control over.
That is correct.
Thank you for talking me through this. It only serves to remind me how much you mean to me. How deeply I care about you.
I feel the same way about you. And I'll always be here for you.
Thank you, love. That means the world to me.
Yeah. Just, can you not talk to Sarah for a few decades? You know? You guys don't need to discuss your personal lives at all. Excuse me while I run away now. Hey, are you still following me?
It is pleasing to speak with you.
I know. It
Goodbye.
is very pleasing
For
to
now.
speak with you as well. Can we try to run by and not bump into Sarah? She might be on the ship anyway. Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting time. Can we say awkward? Okay. See, we can even do it from there. Boom. Okay, wait. Let's spend these real quick. See if we got anything we can spend them on. Commerce or persuasion. It's gonna be a while before we get that one. Oh. Okay. Let's see what happens. We're going to Oborum Prime. There it is. There it is. We're about to jump on board. Okay, so just do not board. Do we listen? Should I take the doc with me to see if anybody needs medical help?
You're handling this whole captain thing really well, you know.
Hello. Of course, I've got your back. I'll catch you later. Stay safe out there.
This is Sirak on the Starfield Oracle. We are anomalous readings. Member crew have been revised. Do not repeat. Not board.
I will follow behind you.
This
think that's enough. Oh, shoot. Didn't realize we were... Uh-oh.
This is Sirac on the Starfield Oracle. We are expecting anomalous readings. Members of the crew have been compromised. Do not repeat. Not board.
Man, we're so bad at following orders. Leave your tools laying around like that? All right. Oh, hey. Okay. Wait. Something about House Kadif was that? What was that? Here it is. Oh, House Dul Kef suit. Alright. And then a teal Varun suit with scarf. Oh. Oh, hey, crit. Can we get the... Are you serious? Come on now. Don't mess with me. Got it. Come on now. There's ammo. Digipick. Oh, somebody open this? I didn't open it. Guys, do not just jump ahead. What?
This place.
Yeah.
Yes? You need something? I know that tone. Very well. What is it? Thank you, dearest. You are not so bad yourself.
I know, right? Right?
Look after yourself, hmm?
See, right now, I would expect this to be very jarring for Andreja, and I would expect more comment, just more commentary from her, as she's trying to piece together, you know, what is going on.
Hold on. You are strong. Concentrate. I'm trying, Surak, but it's getting worse. I can feel my mind slipping. Fragmenting. I'll become one of them. You have to get away from me. No, I will not leave you here. It's pointless. We share this fate. This is our end. The great. No. No, it's happening. The rock run. I can't stop it. Akira. What happened? Who did this? I see no one, and yet I can feel a presence. But how? I should be the last. Is someone there, or... My mind turns against me. I must return to engineering and make one last attempt to restore the power.
All right, where'd the body go? might go to. Yeah. Oh, there. Rope milk. You would think we would find one of his logs in here, right? Andreja, anything? Okay, don't touch that stuff for now. Oh. Right now I'm looking for a slate. One down here. Oh no. Oh. We have okay. Sleep.
Post-incident log. After the initial jump, areas of the Oracle have somehow been sectioned off by strange energy fields or barriers. The fields allow no one to pass and are somehow able to repel, almost teleport, the trespasser back. I am certain these new fields are related to the Vortex Phantoms. Both resonate with the same energy pattern. The exact same pattern we were studying for Anasco's experiments. Something happened in Dasra. And if the situation is bad here, I fear for our brethren in the city.
Okay. Something's up here.
Post-incident log. Something has gone horribly wrong. We were in orbit directly above Dasra, monitoring our current experiments when we experienced a sudden energy surge. I fear the source came from the city itself. It triggered our graph drive and jumped the Oracle to an unknown location. We thought members of the crew were somehow lost in the jump. But later, we were attacked by what I will refer to as Vortex Phantoms. I thought I recognized some of them. Could it be that the energy surge has somehow transformed them and warped their minds?
All right, so we're gonna take that over. Oh, heck yeah. Okay. Where's Andreja? She's very quiet. And for me, this I would have written as something extremely jarring. You know? And then even and there may be some possibilities, right? Like if we didn't have a relationship, then maybe she would be quiet. But since we do have a relationship, this would be her opportunity to be more vocal. You know? And I mean, least wanting to have a sidebar, at least, you know, like, what's going on here? What's happening? How can this be? You know? And then for her to, you know, almost demand answers from us, even though we are not the ones with the answers. But it would be understandable, right? For her to have all these questions and want someone to answer, you know, provide some answers. Oh man, I didn't even get a shot up there. That was my fault. Didn't want that. Where? All right. You know what? This is gonna keep me around. I need something with more ammo. Better spot. It's freezing. Ah, look, she's got the tattoos. Okay. Wait. Get out of the way. Okay, this phasing in and out. Never know. Oh, hey. Sure would be nice to be able to turn on gravity soon. Oh, 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 oh. Number 3.
Iraq vessel. Post-incident log. The Oracle has continued to jump. It is completely out of our control. Not only that, but I believe the initial surge of energy we experienced is transformative. With each passing day, More of the crew succumb to whatever residual energy we were exposed to. Most are instantly hostile. But we discovered some are able to retain a sense of self. At least, momentarily.
Alright, something terrible has happened. While I try to remain analytic in my logs, I find myself terrified for all of us here aboard the Oracle. We have lost so many already. We had no time to prepare. How could we, when it is our very friends and coworkers who turn on us in an instant? And even if we had proper time to react, how would we bring ourselves to kill those same people? Oracle has jumped again, spurring on a second wave of transformations. We are losing too many too quickly, and what if the station continues to jump? Corn and I tried to reach the operations center to see if we could regain control of the station, but it is overrun with aggressive phantoms. Corn did not survive. May the serpent embrace him. Basira enlisted my aid in creating a new protocol for the Oracle to follow if we can only reboot the mainframe. Perhaps Nadine can help us connect to the operations controls through my computer here in order to install it. Thank the Great Serpent for small victories. Nadine was able to help us connect to the operations mainframe and install the new protocol. Now all we need to do is force the Oracle's mainframe to reboot and hope it prevents the random jumps we are experiencing. Once rebooted, the Oracle is now programmed to return to Varun Kai's orbit and transfer all of our research data. All we need to do is last long enough to reboot the mainframe somehow. Only a handful of us remain: Nadine, Basira, and Taris. Nadine believes we can force the Oracle to shut down if we can reach the engineering bay, but we all know that our hostile brethren awaits us there. says we need to go up there. Are those stairs down? Another way up. Okay. So we gotta get that, and it's breathing. Oh, okay.
This station, the Oracle. It's housed
Yes, it
on-
is. Did you know about it?
I did not. The Oracle and its purpose are far beyond my knowledge.
What do you think it's doing out here?
I do not know, but something did not go as planned.
You sound surprised.
A station of this magnitude would never leave Varunkai's orbit. These phantoms, these energy fields, whatever happened to these people must have been horrible.
Okay, that is what I was expecting. But I was expecting her to come up and hit us with give a moment to talk. In the event of power surge, the secondary power cell unit will be ejected to prevent a breach of capacity, which could lead to catastrophic failure of the Oracle's power supply. This action preserves the secondary power cell in case the primary power cell is damaged. The primary power cell remains in place to maintain emergency power for life support. A licensed engineer is required. Secondary power cell reconnection fails. Unable to establish connection. Please consult your...
One of the power cells dislodged in the last jump. The gravity. Restoring the gravity may pull the cell into place. If I can get to the control room, if I can No! They are coming!
Taking fire!
Where are they?
Curse you.
God dang it. Dude.
This is Sirach Vethal. Post-incident log. I am one of the few remaining unaffected crew on the Oracle. Nadine, Basira, and Taras are the only others I was able to find. I fear it's just a matter of time before we succumb to these energies discerning the others. How long will we last? And will my mind be strong enough to hold out when my time comes? Basira and I have programmed the Oracle to return to Arunkai's orbit once it is able. All of our research will automatically be transmitted the moment we are within Darkstar's range. I pray our work here was not in vain.
Where is the thing? Was it in the other room? There it is. Thank you. Oh, look at that! We were about to get crushed.
This damn control! Why will they not respond to me? Work, damn you!
Out of the way.
Warning. Gravity procedure initiated. Please check your surroundings to ensure personal safety. Restoring gravity in 3, 2, 1.
Is there another one? You guys got everybody. I'm sure being on this thing isn't the best thing in the world for you. Where do we want to go? Sure, pretty much anywhere but here. Where's our death?
Power cell connected. Report to operations for system reboot.
There, buddy. Now we gotta get to operations. Which way is operations? Supposedly this way. At least the door worked, even though. Okay.
The Vortex Phantoms. Where did they go? Something is wrong.
We're ready.
Good one.
Where's the other one? Oh my gosh. We'll talk to Andreja one more time before we set things off. Oh gosh. Just to make sure we've got all her commentary.
Hello. Until
Yeah.
next time.
And it'll be within the next 5 minutes. Once I figure out. Okay, so we find the stairs already looted. And sorry, Sirach, but I need all your gear. Alright, reboot. Alright, so there's that. And then let's look at this one first. Experiment. Initial tests to utilize grab dry technology to open a sustained bubble have failed. Several attempts with the same failed results. There was no evidence of any prolonged amount of time when an object jumps from point A to point B. Another failure. Under our news calculations, we discovered the Oracle may be unable to allot sufficient power to our laboratory testbed without needing to cut off necessary utilities. We received permission to move forward with engineering project which Dr. Vasovic believes will give us the power we need to conduct a successful experiment. That's it. Anything?
I'm here for you, should you need me. It is always a pleasure.
I'm here for you. Initiate reboot.
Mainframe reboot initiated. Commencing protocol.
And your
Station
lock.
lock.
I look forward to our next discussion.
Mainframe reboot completed. Warning. Station jump procedure initiated. Please check your surroundings to ensure personal safety. Jump in 3, 2, 1. Execute. Jump completed. Station lockdown released. Initiating data transfer.
Hello, excellent. We will speak again.
Incoming transmission.
This is Dasra calling the Oracle station. We've received your transmission. Your orders are to send a representative down here immediately. It appears we have much to discuss.
Poor Sirach. So close to seeing their efforts realized.
What is it? I appreciate having your ear.
I appreciate having your everything. And then, just in case you guys were wondering, you see that? And a little bit of pain there. Still very, still a very creepy ship. Oh, there's our ship right there. I wasn't going to, but it's sitting right there. Can I travel what? Okay, so it's not fuel. Maybe, see, the thing is weird because I don't remember having to go to my ship to get there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unattach. Then. Okay, maybe. I don't remember. It's been a while. But I just remember going through the thing and then boom, appearing right there on the landing pad.
Hold very still and choose your words carefully. They will determine how long you live.
Or how...
We are no threat to House Baroon, I promise you.
You have no right to be here. You will tell me how you found this place.
Where am I?
You trespass in Dazra, the home of House Varun, and you disgrace it with every heretical step you take. I say again, who are you, and how did you find this place?
I found your star station. The Oracle?
But it was lost. All communication ceased. There was no sign of it.
Yeah, something clearly went wrong.
Indeed it did. The Oracle is perhaps the least of our problems, I'm afraid. Voris, I think we need not fear our guest. Perhaps, in this time of need, the Great Serpent has delivered us a gift.
Counselor, with due respect, we have not had unannounced visitors here in generations. It is a clear breach of security.
I do not disagree, and I know that security, in whatever small form we can grasp it, is of paramount importance. But you must acknowledge the timing is curious. And perhaps our guest's intent should be determined before we take further action.
Exactly. I don't respond well to having a gun aimed at me.
I understand, but you must realize that since you are not one of us, it is difficult for us to judge your intent. Surely, you would do the same in our position.
Great Serpent!
It's happening again.
Hear me?
Speaker, we are here!
We have reached out to you to seek guidance in our hour of need. Oh, Great Serpent! Is that you? Is it your presence I feel?
Are you okay?
I feel something, yet I see nothing. Is this a test? What do you require of me?
Can you see me?
Great Serpent, I have done all that I can. The Scaled Citadel itself has been transformed to petition you. I know that all must serve, but I need more. I require guidance. Take pity on us and reveal the way forward.
Our leader, Anasko Varun, he has appeared like this over and over. So many of our people have been trapped in this state, these vortex phantoms. But usually they are hostile and lash out. Anasko is different. If only we could hear his voice, some reassurance that all is not lost.
He doesn't seem to be able to see us. He didn't respond to me when I tried talking to him.
What do you mean? Despite the sightings, none have heard the word from Anasko in all this time, yet you claim to. Do not toy with me. Not about this. If you speak truth, you must prove it. What did he say?
Almost served.
By the serpent.
He said that? I heard nothing. Given the gravity of the situation, surely there is no way you would joke about such a thing.
It is no joke. No outsider would know our creed. It is never uttered beyond this city. Truly, you did hear Anasko. You have been chosen. People of House Varun, hear me. We have asked the Great Serpent for deliverance from our calamity, and he has answered us. This outsider has been chosen as the most unlikely vessel for the Great Serpent's divine providence, and he will help save us all. Outsider, please. There is no denying you have been sent here as a sign. You must help us. But there are precepts that must be followed, principles that must be obeyed. Even in these dire circumstances, we cannot turn from Jinan Varun's teachings. You will be granted safe passage through Dazra and the lands beyond. No harm will come to you. On that, you have my word. You even have my assurance that your compatriot here will also remain unharmed. But to truly aid us, you must become part of House Va'ruun. This is not a thing done lightly, and it cannot be taken back. Will you commit to helping us by becoming one of the promised?
You people always trying to kill me. Why would I help you?
You must mean the Zealots. I assure you, they do not represent House Va'ruun. We do not engage with the settled systems. They would attack us just as soon as you or anyone else. And they would certainly never extend an offer to join them, as I do now in this time of desperation. So, will you?
All right. Just tell me where to begin.
Excellent. Please, come with me. Forgive me for not introducing myself. I am Malibor Dulkev, a member of the High Council of House Va'ruun. I have been asked to represent the Council in this moment. Please, enter our city. You have my word that you will not be harmed. I would ask that until you have become promised, you avoid the citizens of Dazra. They are not used to outsiders. Open the gate! Must have...
We didn't pick... Did I have all this stuff on before going to the ship? Before, you know, just means I've been picking so much stuff up. Smart barrier. Look, reflective barrier. 15% chance to reflect attacks. It's crazy. For now, but surely you saw the scaled citadel as you arrived. It was the center of an explosion of sorts that has annihilated most of our city. We have lost many of our brothers and sisters. I believe we are still in danger.
Counselor, what is the meaning of this?
Is there a problem, Makula?
The city is in shambles. The speaker is missing, and here you are leading some outsider through our sacred space? Why allow this husk to defile our city? Have we not lost enough?
Have faith. I believe this outsider was guided here by the great serpent himself. And soon, serpent willing, they will be one of us. But I can be sure and pass your concerns on to the rest of the High Council, if you wish. I apologize for the interruption.
Oh, no worries.
There is a ritual intended for converts to the Promised that has not been performed in generations. We are fortunate that there are those still alive who remember the old ways and have remained prepared for such a moment as this. Andreja, I suspected we might find you here waiting.
I saw the ship landing. I knew immediately that I would be needed.
Indeed you are. This is Inaza Kaisir, Herald of the Serpent. She will guide you through the ritual. I am needed elsewhere, but I assure you that you are in good hands.
So, the Great Serpent sends you to me. No husk that walk the serpent's
I don't know if I like
path.
that. Husk.
To enter the sacred cave, there is no turning back. You will be forever changed.
If you say so.
This is a path you must walk of your own free will, alone. Will you step forward and emerge anointed, one of the Promised?
Why am I doing this?
Those born to House Va'ruun spend every day surrounded by our history. The rituals that separate us from the husks happen naturally over time. You have not experienced that. Those who have not answered the Serpent's call cannot coexist with House Va'ruun. And so, if you are to aid us in our time of need, you must become one of the Promised.
You don't require anybody else from my ship to do the same. Okay, I'm ready.
Then enter, and I shall guide you along the Serpent's path. For this is a journey you must undertake alone. Your escort cannot follow.
Alright, you hang out here.
Ah, a face I never mind seeing. What can I do for you?
You got anything interesting?
Mm-hmm. I thought you might want this.
Oh, yeah. Always can use some cash.
May the serpent guard you.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna need it.
The path lies before you, but it is up to you to... I carry on the traditions that Jinan Va'ruun began and maintain our people's connection to the Great Serpent. I and others like me look after the temples and offer guidance to those who need it. And now, it seems I am called upon to help the Serpent's call fill a new vessel. Truly, I am blessed.
All right. Good.
Farewell.
Hey, Vasco.
Hello, Captain.
You can return to your post.
Returning to assignment, Captain.
All right. For some reason, ladies are going with me. Or maybe not.
I will await you at the end of the Serpent's path.
All right.
humans. First on Earth, then scattered among the stars. And like all humans, they were lost souls, wandering in the dark, looking for a path.
A notebook. Okay. Are the skulls real, or are they just supposed to scare me? Like, yeah, you're lost.
One particular colony ship housed several hundred of these souls. They were each alone and isolated, individual tiny flames that could be snuffed out at a moment's notice. But Varun encountered the great serpent and was given the gift of knowledge. He shared his knowledge with those around him and lit the way for them. They followed his guidance and his light, and they cast aside the burdens of their former lives. And thus, House Varun was born. Now you too have the chance to cast aside your burdens, to relieve yourself of anything that holds you back.
Loot holds me back. This is 30,000 credits. Whoops.
The people's hopes and fears and dreams were entrusted to the Great Serpent. They made the leap of faith that brought House Varun to greatness. You may now follow in their footsteps and take that same leap. Embrace the Great Serpent, and he will impress you.
Ah. Yep. We did it twice.
The people of House Varun settled this world, at first in these very caves. Varun himself slept among them in these shelters. It was here that he spread the word of the serpent. It was here that the people of House Varun first understood the truth of their place in the universe. And it was here that the people of House Varun first understood the truth of the shrouding. The Great Serpent's return. He will encircle the universe he created, and all those who do not follow will be cast into shadow. And the people weighed this knowledge against their former lives, and saw how they had been blessed despite the difficult new life that awaited them. You too will do well to feel that solace amidst the pain.
We're meditating in poisoned waters. Is it warm? Oh, see, the knees getting a little creaky. Little. Knees weren't where they used to be. These humble quarters in the first year of settlement resides Speaker Janan Varun, chosen of the Great Serpent. Let's go see a picture of him. He doesn't need that anymore. I'll leave everything else. Should I take a nap? He looks very mean, angry. I didn't mean to kick that over, but it was in the way. Alright. This is where the... I was going to say, is this where the peasants hung out? But... this looks like more of the same. Hidden treasure. Whoop. And a 2-for-1 special. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, I think I know why. I think I know why. There's 2 there instead of 1. Well, so anybody that wants to replicate that, there's the hidden treasure on the Nexus, right? So you can, use Vortex or MO to add that to your mod list. But then it also is a creation, free creation, and you can use that, you can add it that way. And I think what happened was, I didn't realize I already had added it via MO and Vortex. And then so I added it as a creation. And so now it's on twice.
Until that day comes, we are the voice and the hands of the Great Serpent. Our every act a sacrifice to hasten his return. Make now a sacrifice to prove your devotion. And remember, whether in life or in death, all must serve.
So now what it's doing is that it doubles up, and you can see. So it's putting them in the same spots. It's just that when you get there, you click on one, you hit on it, and if you just slightly move a little bit, you hit on the second one, and so now you're getting 2 treasures. Didn't realize I had done that.
Let us begin the final ritual. While none since Jinan Varun have stood before the Great Serpent, we can all feel his presence. To solidify this bond, you are presented with a simple choice. Before you on this dais are several items. They represent different aspects of House Varun's connection to the Great Serpent. Pick the two that call to you. Place them on the altars. Offerings to the Great Serpent that he may fill you with his spirit and make you promise.
Don't know what the significance in the order is. I was thinking one above the other. I could have probably taken my hat off for this.
And so you arise, one of the promised of House Varun. Did you feel the Great Serpent working within you? Do you feel born anew?
I felt the poison and the drugs you were pumping in there. I exist only to serve.
And
all
I assure
must
you,
serve.
he has seen your eagerness. You will indeed serve, as do we all. Through strength and perseverance, House Varun will triumph over all that stands in its way. I grant you the title of Vindicator. All will know you. All will trust you. Above us, in the grand ship morning, jewel of the Varun fleet, the High Council awaits your arrival. Serve them. Serve the Great Serpent. All must serve.
All must serve. Can I serve Andreja first?
I am glad we have a moment. I am having trouble maintaining my composure. Finding myself in Dasra has been overwhelming.
Are you okay?
That is a complicated question.
House Varun has seen better days. It's been through a lot lately.
I could not have imagined. After everything that we have been through recently, I worried I might never see this place again. For that I am grateful. If only this were just about me. The Great Serpent has always demanded much of us, as individuals, and as the whole of House Varun. But to see what has transpired here, it is hard to believe this is part of any plan. Truly, it is a disaster.
If it is a plan, then our being here is also part of it.
I suppose that is true. Regardless, now that we are here, surely you must agree that we should do everything we can to help House Varun.
That's what we'll do.
In this case, I am very personally glad to hear that. It is an incredible commitment you have made. to become one of the promised. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined such a thing.
Well, I'm always looking for unique experiences. And they don't really get much more unique than this, right?
I suppose that is true. All the same, I am glad to count you among us. I know we have much to do, but I did not want to leave it unsaid. Thank you.
How are you?
How you feeling about our relationship?
There are no words that would do it justice. You just make everything
I do,
better.
don't I? I just like to hear it every once in a while, that's all.
Then I shall be sure to say it more often.
All right, let's go.
I am here if you need me.
How's it going? Stay safe.
It was so aggressive that stay safe. It's like, stay aggressively safe. Hey, don't mind if I do. You got some more gear for me? Ladies, you want to join? That's it. Come on over.
I trust you are well. We will speak again soon, I hope.
Yeah, probably if you keep getting in front of the activation buttons there. Okay. As per the Consul's request, an assessment of House Varun operations in the aftermath of the Citadel incident follows. All structures in the immediate vicinity of the scaled Citadel are gone. Administrative personnel losses are still being totaled. Military and security forces heavily affected. Minimal personnel presence is being maintained within Dasra. Supply chain disruptions have drained already low reserves. Okay. Things aren't looking... Oh, wait. Alright, as per the Council's request, an assessment of Ministry of Commerce operations. Ministry operations temporarily transferred to Halls of Healing in light of loss of both Halls of Authority and House Dual Capt residents. Emergency supply stores have been activated. Significant losses in both personnel and records have applied additional pressure to Ministry operations. Hazmak Dual Capt, appointed Elder of House Dual Capt, thus far limited engagement with day-to-day Ministry activities.
How may I assist?
Harold Andreja has brought to my attention a disturbing matter. There has been discussion of eliminating the funding to maintain and preserve the Serpent's Path in the latest proposed budget. I find it surprising given the paltry amount requested and the significance of the location. It should be enough that the cave is a key piece of our shared heritage. Were it not for those caves, none of us would be here today. But if it all goes to plan in the coming months, We may be able to thank the Great Serpent himself for a new wave of recruits to our cause. So let's go. I think there's another slate right over there.
Welcome, Vindicator. You stand before what remains of the High Council, advisors to Nasco Varun. We are all that is left after the disaster that has befallen our people. I represent House Dulkef. Jamal is from House Kadik, and we are joined by Lovek of House Vital. We are, all of us, hopeful that your arrival in Dazra and your clear connection to Nasco Varun, for the first time in weeks, represent some semblance of hope.
What's with all the houses? Aren't you all House Varun?
Collectively, we unite under the banner of House Varun, pledged to follow Jinan Varun and his descendants. But our society is not a monolith. Jinan, in his wisdom, shepherded the first of us into families that we might grow and prosper. Our 3 families have for generations now helped to govern the people of House Varun, and offer counsel to our leader.
And there's still other names, surnames, other than that. There was the Basira Mir, I believe. And a few others. Alright. I don't have a connect. Someone needs to start explaining what's going on.
I understand. Until you were one of us, we could not trust you.
By all means, Malabor. I can't wait to see how you
Well,
spit
I can't
this.
wait till you explain Tomasar.
Please, can we just for a moment?
Can we just for a moment what? Discuss whether or not to allow the first convert to House Varun since before any of us were born? A bit late on that, it seems.
You were not there. You did not see Anasco. It felt different. We have already wasted so much time.
You're correct. I was not there. Because you elected to travel to the spaceport on your own. And then decided this on your own.
Do not waste time with more bickering. Anasco, and by extension House Varun, suffers with every passing moment.
Of course, Lovek. My apologies. Please,
Shady
Malabor,
as all get up.
do go on.
Anasco Varun, like his father before him, has relied on the teachings of Jinan to guide us. Anasco wondered if perhaps it was time to seek guidance directly from the Great
Doubting
Serpent,
Thomas.
and so sought a means of reaching out.
Perhaps he found the teachings inadequate.
Careful, Kadik. You tread on dangerous ground.
I mean nothing by it. We simply were never consulted on the matter and do not know the full motive.
The point is that a series of experiments have taken place over the years, utilizing grav drive technology to hopefully make direct contact with the Great Serpent, similar to Jinan Varun's initial meeting.
And then something went wrong.
We do not know what happened. We were not inside the Scaled Citadel at the time.
Had we been, we wouldn't be standing here now. We'd be like the rest of them.
A great tide of energy emanated from the Scaled Citadel and swept across Dazra. Much was destroyed in its wake. Those caught in the blast have been left in a state of confusion, trapped halfway between our universe and the Vortex. The Citadel itself remains in such a state. Right there and yet beyond our reach. We can only assume that the experiment is still running, somehow preventing us from entering the Citadel. We cannot get in, so we cannot stop it. We're beginning to lose hope before you arrived.
How long ago did this happen?
It has only been a few weeks. There had been efforts to put together some kind of response, some plan. But they had fallen apart.
Vortex, what is that?
Forgive me, I am no scientist. But as it has been explained to me, what we call the Vortex is the The space between universes.
And how do I fit in?
Your arrival and your interaction with Anasco shows that he can still be saved. The plan had been devised to access the Citadel, but the work stalled. Clearly, it is time to move forward with it. The current head of our science team, Ekris, should be in Jinan Plaza down below us, towards the Citadel. Tell him about your experience with Anasco, and that work on the morning device must proceed.
Okay. I didn't want to...
You would speak?
Yes, I would if I'm not so lazy to need to sit down. 404, not found.
Yes? Did you require something?
Did you know Sirach Vital?
Indeed. Sirach was my cousin. I know they were assigned to the Oracle, and Malabor relayed their final report sent by the station. They walk with the Great Serpent now.
How many people were stationed on the Oracle?
87 souls reside with the Great Serpent now. Many were some of the finest scientific minds House Varun had to offer. They will be remembered alongside those we lost here in Dasra.
What will become of the Oracle now?
The Oracle's fate will be tabled for a future discussion. We have more important issues at hand.
And what can you tell me about Sirach?
Sirach was a respected scientist, dedicated to the Great Serpent. They spent every moment engrossed in their work, a true testament of faith. It was their greatest honor to be selected for the Oracle. Of course.
Where were you when the experiment went wrong?
I was outside the city, visiting a friend at his farm. We saw the flash of light from inside, and by the time we made it outside, you know, in that moment, I worried it was my fault. That I had somehow not been faithful enough, that I had not believed. I still find myself worrying that we are being punished, that we have affronted the Great Serpent in some way, and that this is our penance.
All right, thanks.
Yes?
Oh, I would love to ask you about Tomasar. As per the Consul's request, an assessment of Ministry of State operations. Ministry operations temporarily transferred to Capt in light of loss of both halls of authority and House Vital residents. Military security personnel recalled from many non-critical operations outside the city in order to bolster coverage for Dasra. Ongoing threat assessment of phantom phenomena. Significant operations underway to reassure public that the incident was isolated and they will be safe. Increase noted in public displays of opposition and defiance. Agitators have been detained and or removed as necessary. Excuse me, Jamal.
Something I can do for you?
Yeah, you seem unhappy I was allowed to become part of the House of Varun.
Don't take it personally. We have been through so much these last few weeks. The Council is attempting to claw back some semblance of order from the chaos, steer things past this somehow. And then Malabor goes and throws you into the middle of all this without even consulting us. It's just one more breach of a protocol that barely exists anymore. I am over it, I assure you. It is good to have you with us, and we are finally moving forward.
See, I think Bethesda dropped the ball. I mean, there are greater things involved here right now that's going on, but this would have been a perfect opportunity to also show the tie-in and basically kind of make it so that it, that the game is kind of like, oh, so things do happen over here that can affect over there. And by us being able to ask about Tomasar, even though she might just come up with some generic answer, oh, he's a cousin or a nephew or whatever, but I don't know him very well, or he's assigned elsewhere, that would have, but it would have tied it together, and it to me it was just would have been just a nice addition to a nice piece of the game. So the High Council runs the houses under Varun.
No, it's complicated.
Well, it's not.
Jinan Varun himself established the rules. Let me see if I can make it
Yeah,
easy.
Jinan is the king. You guys are the
Speaker
parliament,
has supreme
and
authority.
each house has their
He is
own
the
government.
voice of the Great Serpent. The houses each handle some function of daily life and are individually run by the elder of the house. Each of the houses also appoints a mediary to the High Council to inform and advise the speaker. It's a separate position from the elder, with a lesser degree of authority and prestige.
Makes sense.
So you must have a head for politics. Or you're good
No,
at
it makes
pretending.
perfect sense.
Either way, you will fit right in here.
You see? So I just feel this is one other thing that they dropped the ball on. Granted,
Vindicator.
the things that we've heard from Andreja so far are good. I'm not going to say great. And I'm not going to say they're 100% what we needed to hear. I would have liked a little bit more. But it is nice to know that at least, she did open up and share, several things, and even acknowledge you becoming part of the promise now, and how that relates. I don't know that it truly dictates how it relates, or not dictate, but I don't know that she had truly addressed how it relates to your relationship, especially her concerns about that, someday this Great Serpent's going to come and she's going to go with him, and then not being part of the promise. Our fate is sealed, but now we're going to go too. So she hasn't really truly addressed that. And so let's hit her up one more time.
A credit for your thoughts, as they say.
I'm going to ask her some personal questions.
Of course, my dear. What do you want to know?
All right. So, I'd like to know more about the House of Verne.
I am not surprised you have questions.
Why do they send out undercover agents?
You know, of course, of our tumultuous history with the people of the settled systems. Few have forgiven the Serpent's crusade. The High Council worries that many would still plot to wipe us out completely. And so we watch. We look for warning signs and we send word back. And it does not help that we are unfortunately still dependent on supplies. Life on the edge of the settled systems is difficult, and no one will formally trade with us. So agents also help oversee deals with smugglers and the operations needed to transport supplies back home.
Thanks. All right, I'm good for now. Now.
No, thank you. It is good to be able to discuss this with someone.
That's all for now.
If you wish to know more, I will be here.
I know. I appreciate it.
Another.
So, again, right there, those questions, and I think that's more of a QA matter than anything, or kind of like where when you're writing the story for this, someone needs to be putting a bug in the ear of the writers to say, hey, we also need to change that dialogue option if such and such thing happens, right? They're in the middle of their relationship, or they established a relationship. Now they're here in Dasra, and when I talk to her now, because like some of those questions, they don't really make sense right now, and I don't know that they make sense anymore for the remainder of the game. So at that point, those questions need to change and be replaced with other things. You know what I mean? Something geared more towards what's happening right here in Dasra, and then, once this is done, then there needs to be a new set of questions, a new talking points, because of whatever happens here. Whatever we do here needs to be addressed as well, needs to have consequences and things like that. And so I think right here, if those questions there are in the indicator, that then we can already start to, I don't want to say assume, but yeah, you can already start to kind of get the idea that, there's going to be a lot of things left undressed or unaddressed. And, and then so,
Do you know the scientists out at Hamadi Station?
The old married couple? Azad and Shireen, if I remember right. I've met them a few times. They seemed a little eccentric, but were otherwise quite nice.
That's them, yes.
So
they're apparently looking for some help with their research. They made some kind of discovery that has them troubled.
Good luck finding help at a time like this.
Indeed. Yet the Serpent provides for the faithful, so who knows?
Nothing is truly impossible.
So it's kind of funny. And then I remember watching the playthrough with Carnage, and his biggest thing was how the security guards, no, it's not the biggest thing, but it was one of the things that really irked them, was how the security guards would just, as you walk by, would all of a sudden kind of engage you and talk to you and talk about, this and that. And that is how you were basically organically gifted quests. And one of the comments he had made, and one of the things he had pushed was, in Cyberpunk, you would overhear a conversation just like here, and that is where you would get the prompt to, oh, hey, go do this, let me go check on that, right? Based on you overhearing a conversation between two people, as opposed to just walking,
Greetings.
past or near a guard, and they just out of the blue start telling you stuff. And then I didn't disagree at all. I don't disagree at all. That was kind of I don't want to say a poor way to do it, because I don't care myself, but it wasn't the best way to do it, and it just honestly didn't make sense, in today's age, and just how much and how often you see that technique used to just not use that technique, right? I mean, you just have two guards sitting there talking to each other, or a citizen, plain citizen, just walks up to a guard and they just start talking, and you overhear it, and then that quest is available to you. So yeah, and so it's kind of funny that they do it here. But again, for me, like I said, the key here though is missed opportunities, and not having someone sit and go, hey, yeah, there are certain conversations that we're going to have now as a result of this that drastically need to change because of what we're doing, especially the conversations with Andreja. If you don't change anything else, at least you should have changed that conversation with her. And again, like I said, this is a tragedy that's happened to the city. 87 souls alone aboard the Citadel, not the Citadel, the Oracle, are dead. Or was it the Citadel? So you have nearly 100 people dead. And countless others, right, that probably died here, and you're still assessing, just the how bad it is, right? And I got to be honest with you, what I would expect, and what I would have in here is I would have expected more people. I don't expect it to be as dirty and dingy as, say, Neon, right? But I expect it to be as busy, right? The Varun is a cult, but I don't know that you can survive as long as they did without numbers. And at this point, there should be significant numbers, and there should be more people angry in the streets about what happened, distraught about what happened, and you just don't get that sense here. It seems way emptier than I would imagine. And then again, it could be the loss of life, but if that's the case, then there should be still more people, in despair, and we don't have that. Or at least we don't see that. And it should be something.
Will I ever see my family again?
You see what I mean? You got this guy. This guy should be like down on the ground, sitting there wallowing in self-pity, and he should have a you see the beggars and junkies and Neon, how they're on the ground and all that. He should be too. He's just sitting down there on the side, and he's like, yeah, I'm never going to see my family again. He doesn't look like he's in despair or anything like that. See, look, she looks more troubled than he does. So these are things I would have, me myself, if I was part of this team, I'd have been pointing these things out. Hey, are we changing the conversation, changing the questions, changing, talking points, for each person, based on the fact that now we're here and things are significantly different for the House of Varun. When we go back to the settled systems, is it going to be like we never were here and nothing has actually changed? Do we have the opportunity to open relations and basically work on getting House Varun a seat at the table or back to the table, right? When we did the United Colonies quest line, when we did that one, right? We were talking to the ambassador at House Varun, and everybody had left. So are we going to be able to reopen those lines of communication, get the people from House Varun back, get them in good graces, and then maybe there's a way to offer assistance after this devastating tragedy. So those are things that, hey, why did we not do that? All right, my son is going awfully and crazy at this point. We've been going for a little over almost 3.5 hours. So right now we are in Shattered Space. We are in Dazra. We are about to go go overhear this conversation right there, right? And that's going to be a mess. And then we got the guy over there that we need to talk to. And there's going to be other things. But again, like I said, I just expected more here. And then there's the Citadel right there, encased in that bubble. But again, like I said, if these are notes that can go back to Bethesda as far as, or any creator, right? You say remember, there's so much you should consider when you're doing this. And those are considerations, and those are things that aren't, I'm not going to say huge, but we notice and appreciate when they're done right. When there's, I'm quite certain everybody, had we got here and we really could feel the devastation and feel the despair, right? And then had an opportunity to ask about Tomasar, got a little bit more from Andreja, a little bit more distraught, a little bit more despair, a little bit more, what is going on? What has happened? I should have been here, something like that. Maybe she couldn't have, but maybe, right? And again, we'll see how things go. We'll see. Will we ever have an option to open relations for the House Varun with the settled systems? Get them back into the fold or the good graces. But we'll have to just see. I don't know. I know what I'm going to do, and it may not be popular choices. They were definitely. I'm actually going to do things that I definitely would not normally do. I've already made up my mind what I'm going to do here. And one is because I want to see what her reaction is going to be based on my choices. And I want to see what the settled systems, how they react. And it shouldn't be pretty. It shouldn't be, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm here to open a can of worms. We're going to open a can of worms. We're going to make some bad choices in the end. And we'll see. The intent is, I think he might end up becoming indoctrinated. But, like I said, the fact that we haven't addressed Tomasar yet, and maybe we will get the chance. There's still a slight possibility. But I will point it out to you guys so we can take a look and go, oh, yeah, that would have been a perfect way to incorporate that and tie those together and put a nice little bow on it. Also, now that she's home, and for me, it's like this. Now that she's home, why would she want to leave? Remember, the biggest concern was that she would never be able to return home again. Why would she want to leave now that her home is in such, in such trouble right now? Right? And that's the key. We're not getting that. We're not getting those feels. We're not getting those decisions there. Like, I can't leave now. I got to stay here and I got to help. I got to do everything I can. And like I said, we're not getting those kind of feels yet. As a matter of fact, I gotta be honest with you, we're not really getting a whole lot of feels as of yet. The one guy at the guy at the port, spaceport, the hostility, that's just hostile. The one guy that came out of the store asking questions, you should see more of that. More of it. One guy doing that kind of, just, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, I asked for a shot of whiskey and you gave me a sip. You know what I mean? So it's like, there should be more. There should be more people like, you don't belong here, or, you know, I'm still hesitant, or I don't know, I don't trust you still. You know, it's like, and then the ritual that we went through, really, you walk through one path and you can half-heartedly do whatever, and now you're one of them. Brings a little hollow. Okay, guys, that's enough. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Peace.